What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Okay. What is this? Yeah, I got the phone. Okay, now, can y'all come in the comments and let me know how I should do this? But at first, what I want is my day ones. Y'all know who y'all are. The first conversation on this is gonna be with Miss B said, Rita, you upgraded to sis. One of the first calls. Tina, right? Since you already know what it is. Nephew B and Nephew J. You already know who y'all are. Come on, man. Y'all gonna be my first calls on here. Along with baby.
Yeah.
Who I take?
Which one?
That we get a shout out to?
Marsha Johnson.
Marsha Johnson. First calls on there. I want y'all to be the first calls. Ask me whatever y'all want. Okay? But we're gonna get into the thing today. The page is changing for one reason. I have people coming in my comments like Charlie B, you giving stuff away and stuff like that. I want to support, but I don't want my stuff all on super thanks, and I really don't want to give YouTube none of my money. I want to just send it to you. And you help people, so I want to help you, but I don't want my name and stuff all out there. So I put in my description, there is a Cash App. My P.O. box is in there. If y'all want to, well, I guess we're not sending anything to anybody anymore, but if y'all want to donate on Grid Down or whatever, so be it. Now, let's get into the show today. I already did one where I proved this brother wrong. Now, today we're going to get into the zero turn. And y'all tell me what y'all think about my observation on the zero turn thing, okay? What Charlie B say every time this man talk, it ain't gonna be good. Now, didn't I just say, all they watch is themselves? Where's the movies y'all talk about? Where's all that? Now, I'm done with that little part, but I'm going here. I could skip up a little bit, but you know, I want to be the first man on the planet to be like, I played Little Benjamin. I got Little Benjamin on tape. Feel me? Because that boy gonna be the next Idris Elba. I don't know. Benjamin gonna do something with his life. Look, Tim, let them boys go. They're your people, but come on, man. So we gonna let him do his thing and pass Benji. And then he gonna go in the kitchen and Megan gonna start doing her spiel. Let's get it, let's go. Allegedly, y'all can handle it.
How's it going, Mom?
Good.
What you cutting up over there?
Some good old fresh farm raised sausage.
You know what you should have said, man? What you cutting up there, girl? Just some good old-fashioned boys raised sausage. That's what you should have said.
I gotta show him. I gotta show him what this deep freeze look like.
Oh, yes,
Oh yeah. That's what a deep freeze gonna look like. And it ain't just on top. It comes all the way down. We just had another pig process. And also in this one over here. Got them spare ribs all over there. And we don't have any lamb right now. But
Now we know he didn't give no lamb away. Yes or no? Allegedly, have you seen any video he giving lamb away? No. They ate all that land he had that quick. Okay. All that ground lamb. That's a lot of ground meat, bruh. Anyway. Now, do y'all plan on just eating that pork until the chickens and all the eggs and stuff come in? Because she's about to tell you about that. Is that what y'all plan on eating? I swear, man. Tim, you gonna get the gout. I don't know. Allegedly, that's gout meat. If you eating it every day. Come on, bro.
We'll have deep freezers. Our goal is to have a deep freezer full of pork, deep freezer full of lamb, deep freezer full of duck, deep freezer full of chicken, deep freezer full of beef, and I have just a bunch and an abundance to give you. Ain't that right, Mama?
That's right.
Okay. Did y'all see all that meat in that freezer? Did you see Tim say, it go all the way down here? All that pork. Is what you saying, you said you had some shrimp in another couple videos, but is what you saying all the real meat y'all got and y'all gonna eat is all that sausage? Like you said, you want a freezer full of beef over here, freezer full of pork, freezer full. I think you got enough pork to give away. Y'all don't need to be eating all that. Y'all come in the comments and tell me, for allegedly, how can I put this? The vegetables that the boys don't eat, y'all talk about, is all that pork and bread good? Just saying, allegedly.
I was just listening to you this morning with P2P Motivation, and you were talking about Maurice, and you're talking about them good old home cooked meals that you're able to cook now.
That's right.
And just thinking back, because somebody may have missed, that P2P Motivation. So just kind of like, quickly, just kind of like, summarize what you talked about.
No, Tim, most of us seen the motivation. What we didn't see is Megan cooking them good home cooked meals. We ain't seen that. Everybody done seen the diner, bruh. I used to play all Megan's food. I might have to start rerunning some of it just to get everybody in the loop.
So basically, we didn't always have food like this available to us. Farm fresh, farm raised, really, really good meats and vegetables and things like that. And it was a time where, people would knock on our door. We try to give them food, water, clothing, help them with their physical needs, as well as pray for them and help them spiritually as well. So
now, Megan, is this around about the time when Tim was telling everybody y'all couldn't even feed yourself? Because you just said, y'all, we couldn't have food like this. So is that when y'all was stealing from the ministry, as Tim said? I wasn't gonna say allegedly, but no, Tim said it. We became the ones in need, so we had to eat off the church, right? Okay, so Tim said that, and now you're saying that you're doubling down on what Tim said and said y'all didn't even have food like this, right? How was y'all feeding people just coming and knocking on the door? Y'all had bottles of water and stuff like that. But y'all couldn't feed yourself, and y'all was taken from the ministry. Okay.
So we met a young man named Maurice very early on.
He's about 10 years old.
Day one of moving in. And he was about 10 years old. He had brain cancer. He's in heaven with Jesus now. But this is the type of meal that I would have loved to feed Maurice. He sat at our table. And
is this Marshall all over again? Why is he using people's deaths to make himself look good like he's just this charitable man? And he wasn't. He wasn't at all. Okay, allegedly, they're sitting up here talking about this little boy again. She already did it on the podcast, y'all. Like, what? A week ago? No, last week, like Thursday or Friday or something like that, allegedly. So I guess that didn't get as many views as he wanted, so they got to bring it on and put it on here. You are disrespectful, bro. For the last couple of days, Lil Woo, calm down, Snoop. Ain't nobody here, we good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Anyway, you really gonna sit on here and, where was I at, man? Ain't gonna talk about this boy who's passed away, right? And yesterday, you wanted to talk about a whole football team and didn't even know the date when they passed away. That's so disrespectful. Not even on top of that, why would you even use that for your content? This little boy, I ain't even gonna do Meg's voice, and repeat what she said, because I'm not gonna disrespect this man, this little man's family like you just did, bro. It's foul. And you gonna sit up here like y'all so from day one, right? Tim's gonna tell you the stuff we tried to feed him, he couldn't even eat. So with that being said, what? Megan just said he put his feet up under our table and what? Watched y'all eat?
You know, we didn't have this type of food to feed him, but it started our journey. It spurred us on.
Sparked something else.
It definitely did. And so now we have really good farm fresh meat for our meals, and I'm so excited. And I've come a long way in terms of being able to cook from scratch and cook really good foods with whole ingredients.
This don't make no sense to me. Megan, you're smiling talking about this. Just like Tim was smiling talking about the whole football team on the plane. It's not cool. And you didn't need to say that to say that, oh, I know how to cook now too. Because allegedly you don't. I don't know who, well, you just asking Tim. Because it don't seem like Grandma Lily be coming down there having too many dinners. I tell you that. Okay, so with that being said, allegedly, how can you equate you learning how to cook and all that meat in y'all's freezer to bringing up this little boy's death? Not even the first time, but again. Okay, now Tim, take us home, baby. Rub it in. Make y'all look so bad it don't make no sense.
That's right. And Maurice wasn't just coming asking for food just because he just wanted some. No, he was hungry. You know, the house that he lived in, there were like 10, 15 kids, like literally, you know, and like I said, I don't want to tell too much of their business, like I said, because I don't want them.
Now he's going to try to act like he's not going to say nothing bad about this family, even though he already did was saying there was 10, 15. Anyway, this is my whole point right here. I hope none of them people see this. I hope they don't see this. Because from what he said, they were already struggling. And you getting on here basically making jokey jokes about it. Megan's making jokey jokes about stuff. And it's kind of like, y'all are miserable. Y'all might have a little bit of money, but that don't mean you happy. I mean, it don't. That don't make you happy. Okay, look. Oh, my God. Tim, you just said up here like, I don't want to tell their business too much. And you about to break this family down. Like I said, my new thing. I don't want to break this family down too much. Next breath.
Be ashamed, but that's just the position that they were in. And you know, there were a lot of adults as well in that household. And like I say, it just wasn't a thriving household. And so he came to us because he was hungry. Like he was hungry and he needed to take his medication because he was trying to take his medication for his his illness. You know, like we say, he had brain cancer and he couldn't take his medication without food.
Is it just me or he broke that whole family down? Yes or no? Allegedly. If you want to say there's 10 or 15 kids in there and there's a whole bunch of adults in there and he had to come to us to eat, did he just break that family down? Now, I'm going to tell you why I feel like it was unnecessary for that part, even for him to break the family down, for this reason. Tim's about to tell y'all, basically all they had was ramen noodles. And the boy told him, I can't eat that. Jumping back to Megan saying, he had his feet up under our table. So was you feeding this little boy he wasn't even supposed to be eating? Because when you have cancer and stuff, you're not supposed to eat stuff like high in preservatives. And I don't know what else. I'm not a doctor, allegedly. But my whole point is, when you have cancer, they tell you, you have a diet now. You have a diet now. Yes or no, y'all come in and tell me, roast me if I'm wrong. Roast me if I'm wrong. And the little boy already been told y'all, I can't eat that. Ramen noodles. Why? The preservatives was up through the roof. Let's get it, let's go, man. Allegedly, Charlie B don't know nothing. This whole show is alleged, but this brother and this sister is going foul the last 2 days, the way they talking about death. And I don't know why.
And so we gave him what we had, which was a ramen noodle, and he was like, I can't eat this. Like, this is not what I need. I need some healthy, some substance, you know. And so now, like I say, we just glory in the fact that Maurice is up there with Jesus, you know, looking down on us now, like happy, you know, that we're doing what we're doing.
So let me get this right. Little Maurice should be up in heaven happy that y'all have food he could eat now. Right? But basically, in the beginning, y'all was acting like y'all was feeding little Maurice so he could take his medicine. But now at the end of this story, Tim, y'all even said the food y'all had he couldn't eat. And now he's so proud of y'all that y'all got food he could eat. Little Maurice is up there with God and not worried about nothing you're doing, bruh. Because allegedly, we don't think you have nothing to do with heaven, number one. And number two, I don't think he would even be bothered with you at this point. He looking down on you being happy. And you want to know something that's messed up? How you talk? You don't even deal with his family.
On today's video, we actually, you got something?
Oh, I was just
What happened right there, Tim? Megan cut you off and you had to just act like and cut it up like it kept flowing? We can tell it didn't. Let's proceed.
gonna say pretty soon, you know, it'll be farm fresh eggs, farm fresh meat, and this breakfast will be completely from our farm.
Amen, I love it. But on today's video, we actually have something exciting that we've been waiting to do for the last, like, at least year or two. And you all also have a part in this because probably about a year and a half ago, somebody said something on one of the comments, and they were like, man, we should like raise funds for Tim and Megan to, you know, buy a zero turn. You know?
Now, Tim, what happened to all your abundance? The last couple weeks, you've been like trying to come to everybody hard bragging, right? Within the last month or two, I do 2 million views a month. That's good money, okay? That's great money. Now, let me just say this. My whole thing is, like I said before, if I do 100,000 views, if I times that, oh my God, by 10, and then times it another, you do 2 million, bro, you killing them. Now, let me just say this. You're about to dry bag some more for this reason. You about to sit on here and tell everybody they did not send you enough money to buy your zero turn. That's so disrespectful, bro. That's so disrespectful. You even gonna tell everybody, and you ain't supposed, didn't your mama and your daddy ever teach you, you never ask anybody how much it costs, and you don't like throw stuff in people's faces, right? But you're gonna sit up here and tell these people, well, basically, y'all only sent us $500, so we had to build up for 2 years to get it. You feel me? Now, where's he lying at? Where is he lying? Is 2 million views a month on YouTube pennies to them? Okay. Does somebody have a major habit we don't know about? Okay, allegedly. Is this brother really gonna sit up here and have the nerve to say they got all this abundance, they ready to give people meat, they ready to give, because God done put them in a situation where they can do that, right? Why ain't you been and had a zero turn? Because you was waiting more than, you was waiting, tongue tied. You was waiting on more than $500 to come in, wasn't you, bruh?
You know what I'm saying? And you all actually like were sending money our way. It wasn't quite enough, you know, like I said, that's why we didn't get a zero turn. I think it was like maybe like $400 or $500 you all raised for us. And we thank y'all for that. Like I said, we're not gonna let, you know, anything stop us from, you know, telling like the testimony and glorying in the fact that you all are amazing. But you all raised up about $500 for us, but it wasn't quite enough. But we've been saving since then for about 2 years. And now, instead of having, because our desire was not to get in debt to buy the zero turn, our desire was to buy it in cash. And
okay, y'all know Charlie B don't waste your time, right? And you know, like I like to tell y'all stuff before y'all see it. Okay. You know why $500 wasn't enough? Okay. He's about to buy a $9,000 zero turn, right? Okay. Now, let me explain to you this. Because I called the store. Charlie B do his research. I just don't sit up here and spout. Okay? Because I'm not going to show you all his zero turn mess. Because that's wasting your time. Now, I called the place that had these. Bad boy. Rebel. He bought the most expensive one, but they start at $9,000. Right? Okay. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of it because he's going to sit on one that's a little bit smaller. That's like $5,900. Okay. So even if you on a budget, Tim, why didn't you just get the small one and buy making a used car? No. You just saved up. You had to have the biggest, baddest. You see where this is going? Everything for Tim. She gets nothing. And when y'all see this, y'all gonna be like, Charlie B, you tell us this and then you show us this and I just be, Now, I'm gonna say this. He treated grandma bad, and we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Zero turns are not cheap, you know what I'm saying? And so now we're at the point where the Lord has given us the freedom. We said goodbye to Put and grandma's down on the Resurrection Ranch, cutting grass for him, and he's doing good for her. But
what y'all just hear? Did y'all catch it? Charlie D be on it, bro. Okay. Now, Resurrection Ranch video. Didn't Tim make a statement saying, no, it was grandma. She only cut half the yard with Put before it broke down. Okay? Allegedly. Now, he gave grandma Put. But since then, when has he seen his mama? How long has he been down there? How long has he been down there? Since he gave her Put. Right? He just told on himself. Put doing good for grandma, so it's time for me to go get me a zero turn. Okay? And that's not even the part about grandma I'm talking about. We're going to get back to that. You know how Charlie B like to jump back.
now it's time for us to go to the next level of yard maintenance. And today we're going to be headed to purchase a zero turn. And so that's pretty exciting, huh?
It is exciting.
Yeah, so y'all stick along for today's journey. Like I said, we're just getting going. We're not in too big of a rush today. Boys are just coming in from doing farm chores. Megan is over here cooking breakfast. And it's just an amazing time, amazing day. And we're going to enjoy this day and fully embrace it.
Say something to me. Why every time Tim has something to do, the boys can get off school? Why every time they're going to pick up a new toy or something, everybody has to go to see what Tim done got? Yay! Why did he just say, I can't wait. Oh, we're going to embrace. We're going to embrace this day. Nobody's getting nothing but you. What do they have to embrace? Megan's going to embrace that you're happy, and you'll probably leave her alone, allegedly. Right? And you won't care what Charlie D has to say for like 2 days. But this time has passed. Because we already know, allegedly, you've been at this thing. It was sitting in your podcast today that I ripped apart. Yes or no? You had to stand by your bad boy. When are you going to understand how to put videos out? You got that many videos, bro. You got so many videos, you be like, yeah, I don't know if y'all done seen that yet. I don't know how these videos is going to come out. Why don't you know how they coming out and you're filming them? You're the editor. You didn't know that your big reveal of your zero turn was blown up in your podcast this morning? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? It was sitting right there. Everybody already seen it. Right? You didn't know to drop that tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? Soak it in, because we waited so long, and I can't wait to sit on that seat on this property for the first time and just throw my headphones in and just cut grass, like I said. But I just wanted to also, make sure that I don't forget to thank everyone that probably a year ago, something like that, sent those funds. Like I said, it wasn't quite enough to purchase a zero turn, but it kind of like sparked something in us, you know what I'm saying, to let us know that, you know, this is something that we need to do, this is something that we want to do. And so now, we're at that place, and today, we'll be headed to finally purchase our zero turn. So y'all.
Now let's jump back. Okay, you say you only got 500. All right. Now, I already told you they cost 9 G's to about 11 or 12, right? Okay. If that's the case, the last 2 months were all lies, right? They're all lies. All your abundance and you're able to do this now because God's giving you the abundance to just do all this stuff and feed the world and all this. Right? When like I already proved, let's go back. You was begging for money for with Rooster, like, if we don't have 80 grand to pay for a new car cash, we're not. We don't want our car to cost more than our house. And Tim Lyons said Joe's house was worth 80 bands. It's not a house, it's a mobile home. And no, it's not. You could buy a brand new one with, it looks like a new mobile home for about 80, 90,000. Looks like a mansion inside. Okay. Go online and look it up. You think I'm lying to you. Okay. Now, we know that's a lie about the crib. And back then, about 2 months ago, y'all said y'all didn't have 80 grand to buy a new truck when Rooster went down to do that podcast to get that money, allegedly. Okay, so since we know all that, and you about to go spend $9,000 to $12,000 on this thing, right? When are you lying and when were you lying, or are you lying now to the people to get them to send you more money? I don't. Do y'all see what's going on with this brother, man? Can y'all see it? It's like, okay, y'all come here and be like, Charlie B, why you being mean? No, I'm not being mean. When somebody could clearly say, tell you, yes, I'm lying. But I'm going to retract my lie, do another lie, and switch my lie over and flip it upside down. And you'll understand it more better and turn it into the truth. No!
Camper, because the camper is really just being used as a storage shed for right now. And it just brings back memories. That's why we're keeping it. You know, when we hadn't sold it or gave it away yet. Because every time we look at it, every time we go in there to get something, it just reminds us of our humble beginnings. You know?
Damn, that thing look like a rat trap. You talking about you just use it for storage. Okay. Now, let's jump back to you being humble in that thing, right? Why? That was your choice. And we're not even gonna talk about how you fixed the roof and it looks like all the boxes in there are wet, yellow and all up against the one. Okay? We ain't even gonna talk about that. But you sold that nice fifth wheel camper with the slide outs and everything to tell Megan, I'm gonna build you a house with that money, right? Then you bought the land that Miss Lily's on right now. Then you didn't have much money left, so you went and bought that $200 camper and you moved your family out there in that. Now, any wise man would tell you, you should have just kept the fifth wheel and built from there. But no, you needed content because you was going to break the camper down and rebuild it, right? It worked for you. You got more subscribers and stuff that way. But allegedly, you made your family suffer doing that. You made your family suffer because you could not wait to buy more land right now with Megan's house money. And Megan told you, okay, Tim, let's do it. I'll freeze in this thing with you allegedly. Why, Megan? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying? It keeps us humble, even though we're in the midst of so many blessings, you know what I'm saying? And I just thank you all for watching these videos so that we can, experience these blessings, because the Lord is using these videos, He's using this journey, He's using our story, and He's letting it spread like wildfire so that people can be encouraged, so that people can know that if we can do it, you can.
Okay, what did we prove this morning? This morning, we already done proved it. That's what I'm saying. This brother dropping videos and don't know when to drop videos, and he looks like an idiot, allegedly. Think about this. Didn't Charlie B prove in his video this morning that Tim said, don't try to keep up with the Joneses? What is keeping up with the Joneses? Trying to get what you have, right? Brother, you was telling people you can have it, you can't have it. You just told everybody this morning, don't keep up with the Joneses. Now you're telling everybody, just watch us allegedly, and you be good. See what we do? And you can maintain and do what we do. Why some days they can do what you do and some... No, not some days. Why some mornings they can't do what you do, but by the afternoon you showed a video where, oh, y'all can have all this if you just watch us and send us some money. And thank you for your donations and all that, because we couldn't do none of this without all of y'all's bread. He's telling y'all, he would be a broke black man without this YouTube money. He's already telling y'all. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Y'all allow him to do this. Y'all allow him to mistreat them boys. Y'all allow him to mistreat Megan. Just my opinion. It's all alleged. But for y'all sending him money, and for y'all that keep going over there and subscribing, y'all know better than him. When somebody can sit on here and prove to you every time he comes on and opens his mouth, I can break him down. What sense does that make? Let's proceed.
I always say this is not a how-to channel. We don't show you how to do things. You might not want to do things the way that we did them. We can't.
Ain't it funny how the BTM members be like, I learned a lot from Tim. He know what he doing. He working hard. Tim just told you don't do what I do. Oh, he's making y'all look dumb for even supporting him, allegedly. Let's go, man.
Came down to this property with this camper that was half finished, you know what I'm saying, with our 3 kids, and we started building a barn. We just came down here on faith, and look at those steps of faith, and look at where we are now. So,
is it steps of faith, or you just told everybody to go? Because you made Megan sell the house, you made Megan do this, you already had a plan, you came home and told Megan, here, call these people, sell the house, we moving. Yes or no? Is that steps of faith? No, that's you doing what you want to do. Because steps of faith would be you talking to your wife and she agreeing, and then y'all coming to this spiritual thing together. If you had to go home and tell her, hey, basically I done already sold the house, call these people, they gonna buy it for 40 grand. You sold the crib for 40 grand just to move out there and to get these views up, allegedly. What do y'all see? What do y'all see? He wants to act like, oh yeah, we was struggling. You didn't have to. You made struggle for yourself. Did God tell you to do that? Did God tell you, yeah, sell the fifth wheel, move into this little rinky-dinky box with your boys and everything like that, right? This is the funny thing I want to know, and nobody's ever mentioned it. Allegedly, didn't she get pregnant in that thing? Huh? Not talking to you.
Oh.
Allegedly, didn't she get pregnant in there? Now, if the boys is 4 feet away, and they have no doors on that thing, because Tim already said, never mind, I'm not even going there. I'm just going to say this right now. If they only had Emma a little bit over a year, Benjamin is almost a year or is over a year, it takes 9 months to have a baby. They was doing the Humpty dance in that trailer with the boys. Allegedly, just my opinion. You tell me. You tell me. I don't know. All this is alleged whole show. My name ain't even Charlie B allegedly.
This is an amazing memory, a reminder of where we come from, looking at this camper. One day I might finish it off, we may use it, travel in it, or one day I might finish it off and give it away, or I might just give it away in the state that it's in, or sell it, or who knows. The Lord will let me know what to do and when to do it. But for now...
Did the Lord tell you to sell the fifth wheel and buy that? Because nobody's going to believe that, bro. Did the Lord tell you to buy that little thing, build earnest, and then foam it in and everything, and you put that wood stove in earnest and leave the doors open so y'all can get some heat? That's what the Lord told you over that fifth wheel. The Lord told you to sell that fifth wheel to get that. That's what we saying over here at Peanut Gang. And trying to be allegedly. You keep making the Lord look like his decisions are wrong in your seasons. You keep what the Lord told us in this season, and then you don't do it. And you say, well, the new season is this. Okay, you really want everybody to believe that God changes his mind. Like, okay, let me tell you this, Tim. This is the type of person I am. If I have a conversation with God, and I start getting blessings, right? There's no way nothing he just told me is wrong. And there's no way I'm going to go against it. I'm not changing. If God tells me, okay, like I said before in another video, I know y'all probably ain't seen. If I'm driving somewhere and I get a feeling like, Charlie B, don't go over there. Can't nothing in this world change my mind or season. I'm going to hit the next right or left and I'm going home. No. I don't care if nothing happens that night. It could have happened to me. Okay? I could be, no. Nope. Miss B will tell you, we done all been in the car about to go to the movies, man. I'm sitting in the car like, I ain't got a good feeling. She be like, we can go tomorrow? I'm like, cool. I don't play with that. If I get a certain feeling, that feeling to me is the man above telling me, keep yourself at home, bruh. You want me to believe that for whatever reason, I can change that? Somehow I can change that mentally. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. And when y'all looking at it like, Charlie B, you jumping a little bit. Okay, let's take it back to when Megan said God told her to stay at home and Tim made her go. He made her go while he sit at home and edited. Remember that? She had a whole show where she was out there on that farm by herself. Talking about how she did not feel like going to the farm today because God told her not to. And Tim told her, oh, you're going. Right? Don't know. Megan, you should have never went out there. And how things work, you keep saying this from the boys and stuff, but what if that was the day you picked up your hernia because you didn't listen to the Lord? Never know, will you? We won't either. I'm just kicking facts that I think, in my opinion, I'm talking the truth on, allegedly. Right? Right? God told you to stay at home and you took yourself out there. I wouldn't have been surprised if you fell out right there. I don't play with the Lord. Let's get us go, man.
Alright, y'all. It is official. We are on a very top secret mission. And I am now revealing our location and our mission.
I think I get it now. I think that's why he's been showing the zero turn. Because Megan didn't know he was going to take all her glory for her telling her where she going and she about to unveil this. Tim already unveiled it. He was standing next to it this morning. He takes all the credit. He knew he was going to drop this video and what it entailed. And yeah, you think you telling them something? I already showed it.
So we just retired from our farm, but we were able to, no, it ain't resting, it's still cutting. We were able to bless the Resurrection Ranch.
Now that we just proved Megan's a liar too. Allegedly. She said, oh, it's down there. No, wrong voice. It's down there still cutting. Jump back. Grandma said it only cut half the yard. And then she went to go back and start it up and she almost set herself on fire. That's not funny. Grandma Lily, when next time you smell gas, do the making. Run! You don't stick around and just call your son like, hey, I smell gas. Can you come down here and fix it? No. Run from gas. Natural gas, gasoline, all that. You run from all whatever you smell. Because if that engine was hot enough, woof. All right? Now, Tim, let's get back to this. I'm going to play some more than Brian in the car. And I'm going to jump in there a little bit. But look at little man in the back seat. Why do your kids, Tim, look so allegedly miserable? Okay? Can you explain that to us? Why do your children, like every time we see them, they all, I don't know, man. Is it because they still haven't seen the Mustafa movie, which is on TV now? Because I know you would have took, come on, bro. You would have showed us you taking them boys back to the movies. Let's go, man.
So now, Papa got a promotion.
Oh, yeah.
You can call it a promotion for Papa. So that's kind of funny. Grandma, it will be stored in Papa. You know, he will be well taken care of with Grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little.
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? Grandma Lily has nothing. Grandma Lily gonna be the steward over Putt. And basically, we can trust her to not break it. Is it still y'all's? Come on, man. What is going on? What is going on? So basically, Tim, you're loaning your mom farmland. You're loaning your mom Putt. After I just showed a video where you was already talking about you might have to buy, we talking big and bad. We just might have to buy grandma a zero turn. I got that video. Now, with that being said, Charlie Beaton already said, you went down there and bought a $9,000 to $12,000 zero turn. Right? Okay. Let me break this down for y'all. After he said that about his mama getting one, he gave her Putt. And they got smaller, same tractor, same model, same brand, it's just smaller. Not the same model, that wouldn't be possible. But the same, y'all know how I get. He's upsetting me. Look, he could have got a bad boy tractor for $5,000, not tractor, zero turn for $5,000, right? Why didn't you just buy two, one for you and one for your mama? Because allegedly she ain't worth it. She get Putt. Now for everybody who want to be riding for Tim, what about all the promises he made it to his mom? He made all these promises to his mom. And y'all don't look at none of that. When y'all come here, y'all want to talk about, oh, y'all be dogging the family, but y'all never mention Grandma Lily. You never, because you know we all right. Peanut Game and Charlie B be spitting facts on him not caring, allegedly, right? So, if we all know this, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, how do you support a man who doesn't support his mama?
If it would be well taken care of, if grandma has anything to do with it, won't be any more water. So Papa got a promotion, and now we are headed to get a zero turn, y'all. So
Charlie B, you never jumped back on grandma. I just did. Oh, Putt got a promotion. The lawnmower got a promotion. Couldn't give grandma a promotion and get her a zero turn too, right? Like you said you was gonna do. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Just me thinking. When he came on here and told us that story about, I might have to get grandma a zero turn too. You don't think he told her that? You don't think Grandma's probably let go of so much stuff allegedly this brother has promised her, and is just riding with it. Okay, y'all tell me, because I'm looking at it like this. If I'm older like grandma, and my kids are doing real good, and they promise me all this stuff, and then I move down there and I basically get half of it, right? Would you be sad, miserable, or be like, why is he doing me like this? Right? Allegedly, right? Okay. Did you promise me all this stuff just to bring me down here so I am miserable? Brother, what have I done to you? You my son. What have I done to you for you to do me like this? I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because like I've already said, this bathroom and kitchen I'm doing, you know how Charlie B work? You know how Charlie B work? I get half of it, right? Just like my daddy used to do me. Son get half, I get half. So I'm gonna walk away with about 10 bands, right? Okay. I get half of that. You know why? Oh, Miss B get 25. My mama get 25. My mama ain't did nothing. She don't even know what she can see. That's how I work. That's how I do things, man. So when you be on here doing all this stuff and people be on here like, why this brother going in? Number one, I go in on him just for treating his mama that way. Forget that he's trying to fake all y'all out of y'all money. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. I mean, how can I put this? He's treating y'all like he's treating his mama, allegedly. Think about that one. Think about that. How he don't even say y'all's names when y'all send him stuff. He won't be like, because Tim does it all. He's never going to sit up here like, oh, thanks so-and-so for the $100 this. Thanks so-and-so for the $20 this. Thanks so-and-so. He's not going to do that, allegedly. He's too much of a man. If y'all been wondering why this brother never gives acknowledgement to the people who send him stuff, he really don't even want to talk about it. But he knows people going to see it in his house, and he don't need anybody coming over here or any other place like, oh, I've been sending them stuff for years, and they played me. So he has to say, thank the subscriber. Their name ain't worth a dime. Because you're mad you have to say that. But your house is full of a whole lot of stuff you ain't bought. And you have not mentioned one name. Pastor Tim. Okay. You can't even say, thank you, sister so-and-so. Thank you, brother so-and-so. Thank you, but no. Do y'all see what's going on? Just keep sending me the bread.
We're on the way, and I think we'll be able to get something that fits our needs. We kind of have an idea of what we're going to get, and we also have a budget
That's right.
that we're sticking to. So
We ain't no budget. Swipe the card. Think about it later. As I always say.
we don't. He's joking, y'all.
Let's get some of them payments.
He's probably more.
Go in debt for a lawnmower.
He's probably more on budget than I am.
It's like I had to put debt free on the thumbnail now and put an X through it. I put lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
Okay, I want to know something. Was that a joke? Or did he tell the truth? That they going in debt on this thing? Because let's just be honest. He talking about I should, he wants y'all to think he's joking. I would have to cross out debt free and put you know what that means? He's been lying to y'all. You know how I know? Because his wife told on him. His wife already told you that the tractor, they paying payments on that allegedly. So, we gonna jump all the way to the counter desk, right? Okay? Now, they debt free, he paying cash for it, right? Now we about to jump to the counter desk, and I'm gonna break it down. And I hope y'all don't think how can I put this? I'm being rude or anything like that, all right?
You guys can record. Just kind of stay back so they can't see my route numbers.
Okay. Ooh, I don't even. They have, zooming is a thing. Okay, please.
Okay. Is it just me? I don't know. It might be just me. It might be Ohio, Mississippi might be different. But anytime I went to go pay cash for something, they wanted a cashier's check. Yes or no? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Have you ever went to go pay cash for something and you gave them your routing numbers? Okay. Now, I know my cousin went and bought a bike. What was that? From Kawasaki, I think. And his credit was good, but they was going to just straight take it out of his bank account. The payments, every month. So they needed his routing number because it was like an in-store credit. Like they had their own credit stuff and stuff. Okay. Can y'all come here and tell me, have you ever went and looked at something that you knew you had to cash for that was about $12,000? No. Have they ever told you, oh yeah, just give us your routing numbers? No, they want to take cash. If you paying cash, can you go to your bank and get us a cashier's check? How did he buy that new land he said he was buying? Right? Did the dude, when he bought his house, bought all that extra property, that 4 acres or something he bought out there, the new land? Did they want his routing numbers? No. Take yourself to the bank, get me a cashier's check with the bank's name on it, and bring it to me. That's how I always thought it worked. If I'm wrong and it's been changed now, be like, Charlie B, you ain't bought nothing to me like that. So, no, I'm not. I'm not. As long as my cars is running, I'm not buying nothing else. So, y'all come here and tell me if I'm right or am I wrong. Because I called my cousin, I said, when you got that bike, how did it actually work? He said, oh, they took my payments out my check. That's when I was like, allegedly, got him. Now, let's go here. Why did Megan have to go up there and fill out all the paperwork? Why didn't Megan even have to go up there? It's Tim's toy. Was it her credit? And Tim basically just put his name on there too to build up his credit? That's what my cousin told me. I don't know. This is all alleged.
Alright, y'all, here it goes. Don't turn back, man.
20 ducklings in a row like a little marching band. They sing.
What did y'all see? Megan walked off after she took care of everything allegedly, and then Tim went up there and what? Signed his name? So, what is this? Is this the same thing with the tractor? When he was telling you he was debt-free back then, but then Megan spilled the beans and told you they were still paying on it? Is it the same thing? Are they debt-free because you allow them to be debt-free? Is debt-free to them? It's not our money. Y'all never thought about that one, did you? That's why Tim thinks he's debt-free. It's not their money. You really want me to believe, Tim, in 2 years, basically, let's jump back. He lied again, allegedly, and said he only got $500 in donations in 2 years. Y'all believe that? Y'all believe that? Okay. That's that begging part of Tim. We only got $500. Oh. Watch how the payment's gonna roll now to you, bruh. Because people gonna feel bad about that $500 from the way you talked earlier. And then what they're gonna do is send you more money and be like, I hope this helps on the zero turn, bruh. That's what you want, allegedly. It's called dry begging.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see what you got, though.
Do y'all ever notice every time Tim goes to buy something allegedly, he has to go to lunch? Do y'all realize why that is? Because he took his workers, well, basically Megan, because he can't claim the boys are workers, but he took his workers out to eat after they went and bought a piece of equipment. That's a whole tax write-off. Okay? Like, you remember when he took Grandma Lily? Not the last time, but the time before that. And he went and got like a calzone. They had like 4 or 5 pizzas on the table, and they left out with all them boxes. Cause it's a tax write-off. And this is no allegedly. He took his workers out to lunch. Tax write-off. It's a business meeting. At this point, let's go talk about the equipment we just bought. That's how you justify stuff like that.
All right, boys. All right, y'all, we just got done eating lunch, and now we're actually ready to head back and unload this zero turn. I feel like I've been waiting forever. I didn't even realize I have an appetite. Everybody.
Allegedly lies. Tim, you really want us to believe going to get that zero turn? Brother, we already know you missed after breakfast and you missed pre-lunch. You didn't have no appetite. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You had appetite, man. Your stomach was growling.
You know how long it took me to cut that grass and putt?
I do.
Like 3 hours.
I was there. Like, I know exactly how long.
Now I skip some spots, you know, because those things in the way, and you know I'm still trying to learn, so I wasn't getting too close to stuff. But literally, it's the same amount of grass I just cut in what 10 minutes?
I know.
Less than that. 5 minutes. It took me 3 hours.
Okay, let's jump back. I said he played his mama, right? Allegedly, I said he played his mama, right? Okay. Charlie B, where you going now? I'm going with this. He's so happy it took him 10 minutes to cut that little bit of grass in front of Emma, around Emma, and stuff like that, right? 10 minutes. And you had the nerve to laugh about it takes 3 hours on putt-putt. Right? So why would you have your 70-year-old mama out there taking at least 1.5 to 2 hours to try to cut her grass, bro, when you could do it in 10 minutes? Why'd you even give her putt-putt? Why didn't you just say, Mama, I'll be down there every week? I got it. I'm getting a new zero turn. You ain't got to worry about it no more. I'm going to give putt-putt to somebody who really need it. Because no, you talk about all this giving and stuff, but we never see it. You could have gave putt-putt to somebody who really needed it, allegedly, and went down there and cut your mama's grass. My mama don't cut her grass. No. No. Why? Because she's 70. Damn you. Lord. Really? Really? My mama don't cut her grass. I pay to have her grass cut. I don't cut my grass. I'm too busy. So, if you don't even have to pay no more because you done bought the machine, why can't you just go down there and cut your mama's grass? Too busy with this? This is more important than your mama? You already proved it's more important than the boys and Megan, allegedly. Because you don't care to get these videos out. You will break them down to the bare bones. Like I already said. Them boys know how to body of football players, and they never seen the field. Charlie B ain't gonna make you listen to this man no more. I think I done did my job for the night. Come in and tell me, Charlie B, nah, you ain't do it, bruh. I'll try to figure it out, but but I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. What's the day? Wednesday. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do grid down tomorrow, so I can pull a name out the hat or something. So we gonna figure that out. But you know how we do over here, man. Charlie B, love y'all. Y'all be easy and stay blessed, man. Cause this ain't it. Allegedly, this ain't it. But if that's how y'all wanna rock, I'm not mad at you. Just don't understand you. Charlie B out.
Now, y'all may wonder, why do we name him Outlaw? Right there. Because he's a rebel. And his name is Outlaw. And me and him are just alike. Rebels and outlaws. But I came up with that name, Lord gave me that name, like I was riding.
Now he's an outlaw and a rebel, right? Okay. God told him this, right? Or is that just your old ways you haven't let go of? Because it seems like you holding on to something. You want to be so hard. You want to be so hard and dominate, and now you're an outlaw? Didn't outlaws used to ride stagecoaches and stuff? Now you're a cowboy, Tim? Where are you going with this, bro? He a rebel. He an outlaw just like me. This is a little PS moment for y'all. I know y'all was like, Charlie B didn't say nothing about the outlaw stuff. Little bouncy up instead of bounce back. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight, man. Like I said, still love y'all. Y'all be easy.